Carnival Cruise Line's newest megaship, Carnival Celebration, is 19 decks of fun, food, and drinks. This 180,000 gross ton ship is home to 6 different zones, over a dozen bars, and 20 eateries. And if you're looking for the most complete ship tour of Carnival Celebration, this video is for you, as we cover every square inch of this brand new megaship up next. Welcome aboard, cruisers. I'm Don B from Eat, Sleep, Cruise. We'll help you plan the perfect cruise so you can see the world one port at a time. The wife and I are mega ship enthusiasts, and we've sailed on the world's largest cruise ships, from contemporary cruise lines like Royal Caribbean, Norwegian Cruise Line, and of course, Carnival Cruise Line. So we had to get on board the first sailing of Carnival Celebration, and we're ready to show you everything this ship has to offer. Like we do for all our ship tours, we're going to start at the very top of the ship and work our way down, deck by deck, exploring all of the public spaces on Carnival Celebration. So let's get started all the way forward in the very top of the ship on deck 19 at the Loft 19 sun deck. This exclusive sun deck is open to those staying in Excel suites or cruisers who opt to rent one of the cabanas for $500 a day. This retreat-style experience includes a guaranteed lounge chair, 2 infinity whirlpools, and included snacks. While soaking up the sun, cruisers can indulge in extras like fresh fruit, chilled towels, lunch delivery, and attentive concierge service while they soak up the sun in one of the cushy loungers. For those who don't want to upgrade to the Loft 19, right below on deck 18 is the massive Serenity Retreat. This adults only space is one of the largest 18 plus pool decks we've ever seen on a megaship. It's also one of the most thoughtfully designed. With 2 whirlpools, one on each side of the ship, the space includes a mix of loungers, day beds, oversized sea beds, and more. Encompassing close to a third of the front of the ship, there's plenty of shade and sun. Central to the adults only retreat is a pretty good sized pool and additional seating. In this adults only area, you'll also find the Serenity Bar. This bar includes its own specialty drink menu, featuring sangria and other libations, ideal for sipping poolside. It's ideally located in the center of the deck, next to the pool, day beds, and some covered seating. On sea days, Fresh Creations is a small salad bar that is adjacent to the Serenity Bar. This counter offers a quick bite for those who don't want to leave. Of course, the dining options are not far away on the Lido decks right below. Now, while the adults areas are all the way forward in the front of the ship, aft on decks 19 and 18, you'll find the ultimate playground zone. This enhanced sports deck features a number of thrilling attractions that are fun for the whole family. On deck 18, there's the entrance and track for Bolt. This all-electric roller coaster is 800 feet long and offers some stunning views as it circles the open aft deck. During our cruise on Carnival Celebration, the price for Bolt was $15 for one ride, which included 2 loops. There are 2 two-person cars that are launched at the same time. Cruisers can control the speed of the car and even use the 15 seconds of boost if they want it to go faster. Also suspended over deck 18 is the Sky Course. This 230-foot ropes course includes 2 tracks, with varying levels of easy to difficult challenges. On the port side of the course is a small zip line for those looking to swing over the edge of the ship. On the starboard side is a plank that extends over the edge of the ship for some great selfies, if you don't dare to look down. The Sky Course is open to those who are 48 inches or taller with a weight limit of 300 pounds. Cruisers can complete multiple laps around the course if they want, and this activity is completely complimentary. The Ultimate Playground Zone is home to other typical attractions you would find on a contemporary cruise line as well, like a sports court. Here, cruisers can challenge one another in open play activities like basketball. Scattered throughout the deck, there are also tabletop games like foosball and other outdoor amusements like bago. Central to the zone is the Carnival Waterworks. Along with several water features for the little kids in the splash zone, the water park is home to the 150-gallon Power Drencher bucket and slides for toddlers. For those 42 inches or taller, there are more thrilling slides as well. There's the traditional body slide, the yellow Carnival Twister, which is 260 feet long, with several spiraling twists and turns. The Blue Lightning is 312 feet and offers the most thrilling slide. This headfirst mat slide was perhaps my favorite. Although, for those 48 inches or taller, the 239-foot long Irish Thunder drop slide does offer the most thrilling start to any of the water slides. Aft on Deck 18 is the 9-hole mini golf course. This course is not as well themed as I would have expected for a family-oriented cruise line. But the little kids didn't seem to mind the lack of challenges or ornate design. This mini golf course is complimentary and open most of the day. On decks 17 and 16, you'll find Carnival Celebration's Lido Zone. The center attraction of this zone is the beach pool on deck 16. This central pool is the hub of activity during the day. The Fun Squad regularly hosts events here, like sing-alongs or the Sail Away Party. There's also a DJ and other musicians to keep the fun vibe going. Not to mention, there are plenty of loungers surrounding the pool as well. Although, if you can't find a seat poolside, there are even more loungers on deck 17 overlooking the beach pool. Immediately above the pool is the ship's Seaside Theater, where family-friendly films are shown day and night. All the showtimes can be found in the Carnival Hub app or in the print copy of the dailies, which you can find at several venues throughout the ship. Cruisers will find many amenities on Deck 16 and 17 in the Lido Zone. Not far from the Deck 17 midship loungers, there's Guy's Burger Joint. On Carnival Celebration, this burger shop has been enlarged with a fun surf shop vibe. In partnership with Guy Fieri, this poolside shack features fresh off-the-grill burgers and fries with a toppings bar for you to customize your meal to perfection. Guy's Burger Joint is open every day from around 12 to 6 p.m. to satisfy all your burger cravings at no additional cost. The Club O2 Teens area is slightly aft of Guy's Burger Joint and located in the port side of the ship. Designed for ages 15 through 17, here, teens can watch movies, listen to music, play video games, dance, jam out on karaoke, and maybe even attend Carnival's version of prom. Other activities here can include sports like basketball, capture the flag, dodgeball, as well as arts and crafts, books and board games, other themed events, and games like digital scavenger hunts. On the starboard side, there's the Circle C. This youth program is for kids ages 12 to 14. At this location, these tweens can meet new friends, play sports, play video games, watch movies, and more. These teens can also enjoy the exclusive Circle Lounge whenever they cruise. For these youth areas, supervised complimentary programming runs from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. and 8:30 p.m. to 1 a.m. On port days, supervised complimentary programming runs from 4 to 6 p.m. and 8:30 p.m. to 1 a.m. Located slightly forward of the Circle C is the Warehouse. This arcade at sea is open to all cruisers. It includes a mix of classic arcade games with varying prices. The Warehouse is open 24 hours a day, but it is unsupervised. If you continue all the way aft on deck 17, there are additional loungers as well as some comfy oversized chairs and tables overlooking the beautiful wake views. Do know on the starboard side is one of the outdoor smoking areas. Heading back down to the beach pool on deck 16, there are several food and drink options surrounding this Lido deck. Starting midship and working aft, there's a Blue Iguana Cantina on the port side. This is one of our favorite quick service venues at sea. Offering custom-made burritos, bowls, and tacos, it comes complete with a fully stocked salsa bar. So we made sure to grab a bite to eat here for both breakfast and lunch. The venue is open daily from around 7 to 8 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. for breakfast and around noon to 2:30/3:30 for lunch, depending on the port of call. On the other side of the ship, on the starboard side, you'll find the casual seafood shack. This upcharge venue is located near the new Street Eats on Carnival Celebration. The seafood shack offers classic New England favorites like fried clam strips, lobster rolls, fish and chips, clam chowder, and other fresh local catch. All menu items at this venue are a la carte at current market prices. On the starboard side is a new concept introduced on Carnival Celebration's sister ship, Mardi Gras. Street Eats consists of 3 food truck-like stalls, serving small plates which rotate daily. This is the perfect spot to grab a bite after a long day ashore. First up is Time Fries. The stand offers loaded french fries and tater tots, like the buffalo tater tots or the Philly cheesesteak fries. Next door is Steam Dream, with selections like a spiced beef bao bun or sesame chicken wontons. Finally, our favorite spot was the Mad Sizzle. The stand includes small plates like chicken sautés and pad thai. The street eat hours vary, with the stalls opening somewhere between 11:30 a.m. and 2 p.m. and then remaining open until 4 or 5 p.m. Again, this is largely dependent on your port of call times. For those looking to grab a cocktail poolside, there's the 2-story Red Frog Tiki Bar. With bars both on deck 16 and 17, this bar serves a variety of boat drinks with an island-inspired menu. The fun decor and theming extends to a small seating section on the port side. You can't pass up drinks like a Mai Tai while enjoying all the fun right next to the pool. Heading aft from the beach pool is the ship's buffet, the Lido Marketplace. Open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, the buffet offered a variety of selections. Honestly, with all the other dining venues on the ship, we never ate in the buffet. Still, this restaurant has a seaside decor and a variety of seating on both the starboard and port sides of the venue. Breakfast included predictable offerings with hot menu items, continental options, and a custom omelet station. For lunch and dinner, you'll find a salad station, dessert station, hot entree selections, cold cut selections, and more. In comparison to other cruise lines, the offerings are more limited in the buffet, but that's likely because there's so much else to eat around the ship. The Lido Marketplace is typically open for breakfast from around 6:30 to 7:30 to 11:30 a.m. The venue then reopens for lunch around 12 to 2:30 or 3:30 p.m., with dinner available from about 6 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. nightly. Exiting the marketplace is the second pool area open to all cruisers, the Tides Pool. This pool offers some amazing aft views. It is surrounded by several loungers. There are 2 whirlpools, one on each side of the ship as well. The Tides Pool area offers a nice additional space besides the beach pool. Serving both the Lido Marketplace and the Tides Pool is a Tides Pool bar. This bar features a menu with classic drinks like a Bahama Mama or a Tequila Sunrise. The bar is rather small, and there is limited service when the Lido Marketplace is open. Most days, the Tides Pool bar was open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. On the port side of Deck 16, separate from the buffet, is another casual quick service spot. This new classic on Carnival Cruise Line, Shaq's Big Chicken delivers amazing chicken sandwiches, fries, and chicken tenders. Shaq's Chicken even offers breakfast sandwiches on buttermilk biscuits. Be warned, it's one of the most popular restaurants on the ship, so don't be surprised if there's a small line. But it's well worth the wait. Shaq's Big Chicken opens between 7 and 8 a.m. for breakfast till about 11 a.m. and is open for lunch from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily. And of course, you can't wash down all this great food without some soft serve. On the starboard side of Deck 16, there's a self-service frozen yogurt station. Conveniently, the stand includes both cones and small bowls, so all ages can delight in flavors like vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry. Now, decks 15 to 9 are all cabins. During our Carnival Celebration cruise, we stayed on deck 10 in stateroom 10426. This midship portside cabin was only a few steps from the midship elevators. This Category 8C balcony stateroom was the ideal location. It was only a few steps from the inside venues and a short walk, or elevator ride, to the Lido deck. According to the Carnival Cruise Line website, the stateroom is 205 square feet with a 44 square foot balcony. Immediately upon entering the room, the bathroom was to the right and the closet to the left. The desk was on the aft wall and love seat on the forward wall. The bed in our balcony cabin on Carnival Celebration was on the forward wall facing aft. Further, the bed was located right next to the balcony door, which is our preferred layout. Size-wise, the room fell on par with the competition, though the decor and furnishings were rather basic. However, our balcony did feel much larger than the advertised size. The balcony was deep, with plenty of room for our 2 chairs and a small end table. Another good tip is that on several decks, cruisers can find ironing rooms. As the name implies, these rooms include some irons and ironing boards, although they do not feature washers and dryers like some Princess Cruises ships. So if you need to get laundry done, you will need to pay at a la carte pricing. Continuing down, Deck 6, 7, and 8 are the hub of activity on the ship. These decks are home to several bars and lounges, restaurants, and entertainment venues. All the way forward on Deck 8, you'll find the Havana rooms and sundeck. This area of the ship features its own unique decor and private sundeck. Thus, the Havana is a reserved area of the ship. The Havana sundeck is on the starboard side and features loungers, some oversized furniture, as well as a pool and whirlpool. Along with the theme hallways and rooms, passengers staying in the Havana receive wristbands, which provides them access to the exclusive sundeck. Inside on the starboard side of Deck 8 forward is the Havana Bar. This venue is open to all cruisers, and honestly, it's one of the liveliest bars on the ship. During the day, you might find dance classes or karaoke sessions. At night, live music and other activities were regularly featured in this well-themed space. Not to mention, the Havana Bar has a signature drink menu serving up classic Latin-inspired cocktails. Across the hallway from the Havana Bar is Chibang. This eclectic restaurant mixes up Chinese and Mexican favorites for one diverse and delicious meal. During our visit, we tested out some of the Asian offerings. and we're fans of the chicken spring rolls, Hakka noodles, and the Kung Pao chicken. Currently, the restaurant is complimentary on Excel class ships. Chibang is open for lunch on sea days from around 12 to 2 p.m. and was open for dinner nightly from 5:30 to 9:30 p.m. Guests wishing to dine at this venue can join the virtual queue on the Carnival Hub app and will be notified when their table is ready. In our experience, we never waited more than 10 minutes for a table. The app also indicates an estimated current wait time in each venue, which we think is a nice added feature. Continuing to the middle of the ship is where you'll find the 3-story zone known as Celebration Central. On all 3 decks, there's a variety of restaurants, bars and lounges, and additional entertainment venues. Deck 8 in Celebration Central is home to mostly restaurants and bars. Banzai Teppanyaki is one of the Carnival Celebration specialty restaurants. This Japanese-style hibachi restaurant offers a multi-course menu for a flat fee of $35 for lunch and $38 for dinner. This restaurant is open for lunch on sea days from 12 to 3 p.m. and open nightly for dinner from 5:30 to 10:15 p.m. Entree selections range from chicken, filet, lobster tail, salmon, and shrimp. All meals include starters and dessert. Whenever we've dined at a teppanyaki restaurant on a cruise, the food is always as good as the culinary show. This venue is very small, so make sure to secure reservations early. Located adjacent to Banzai Teppanyaki is Banzai Sushi. This sushi lover's paradise is an a la carte venue that is open for dinner daily from 5 p.m. to midnight. The venue is also open for lunch on sea days from noon to 2:30 p.m. Banzai Sushi offers several sushi and sashimi selections, as well as noodle bowls and Japanese small plates. So, even if you're not a fan of sushi, there are probably other menu items for you to enjoy at this venue for reasonable prices. Continuing aft on Deck 8 is the Pixels Gallery. This photo gallery boasts several touchscreen stations that allow you to review your photos taken by the photographers on the ship. Carnival Celebration did have a number of photo stations each night of the cruise, not to mention photographers at the gateway during ports of call. Pixel also offers some camera accessories for purchase. Heading aft on Deck 8, you come to one of the new zones on Carnival Celebration. Paying homage to Carnival Cruise Line's hometown, the new 820 Biscay features classic Carnival venues with a Miami twist. Named after Carnival Cruise Line's first ever home office, 820 Biscay, the venues are so authentically Miami. Just check out the Art Deco designs, neon lights, and yes, even some pink flamingos. If you're looking for a Cuban coffee or a mojito, Bar 820 is a place to go for a pre-dinner or post-dinner drink. With an open design, the bar includes additional seating in the center of the ship. If the weather allows, there's a sister outdoor bar serving the same exact menu, with equally vibrant seating. The bar is open most days from 7 a.m. to midnight. Across the way from Bar 820 is Cucina del Capitano. While this is a specialty restaurant on other Carnival ships, on Carnival Celebration, the restaurant is complimentary. The cruise line indicates that they don't foresee changing the setup anytime soon. This Italian restaurant is open for lunch from 12 to 2 p.m. on sea days, and for dinner nightly from 5:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Just like Chibang, you can join the virtual queue whenever you want to dine here. Of note, if you have an assigned dining in the main dining room, you won't be able to join the virtual queue until after 7:45 p.m. For lunch, this venue serves a small menu of appetizers, soups, and pizza, along with a create-your-own pasta bowl section. At dinner, cruisers can enjoy favorites like Nana's meatball, chicken parm, short rib, and tiramisu. Also located in this vibrant zone, Miami Slice is your go-to spot for pizza. This eatery is open daily from 9 a.m. to 4 a.m. to fulfill your cravings any time of day. This pizzeria features a walk-up counter where guests can order fresh out-of-the-oven pizza slices or a personal-sized pie. You can enjoy your pizza in the nearby seating area or take it to go to enjoy anywhere around the ship. Adjacent to Miami Slice, you'll find the Deco Deli. This counter-style sandwich shop serves up a menu of traditional deli sandwiches, along with some Miami and Cuban favorites. Some of these handheld favorites include the meatball sub, a Reuben, or the pan con lechon. Deco Deli is open daily from 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. Celebrity chef Rudy Saudeman brings his creations to life on Carnival Celebration at Rudy's Sea Grill. The specialty restaurant is open nightly for dinner from 5:30 to 9:30 p.m. for an upcharge of $48 per person. As you might expect, the menu is heavy on seafood, with menu items like mussels, scallops, shrimp, calamari, and there's even a crab stuffed lobster tail. For non-seafood lovers, you have a choice of chicken, a pork chop, or a New York strip. The intimate atmosphere of this restaurant makes it another great choice for an elegant night dinner, which is Carnival Cruise Line's version of formal night. If you're looking to book a tour or have questions about pre-reserved excursions, the Carnival Adventures on the starboard side is your place to plan for your time ashore. With touchscreen kiosks and helpful crew at select hours, cruisers can review tour options at each port of call. Open times vary based on each port of call, but Carnival Adventures tended to be open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on sea days. If you have any questions or need assistance, the helpful crew at Guest Services are there to help. The service area is oddly located in the starboard side hallway that connects 820 Biscay and the summer landing zones. There are two separate lines, one for those who are VIPs and staying in suites, and another line for the rest of us guests on board. Guest service is open 24 hours a day. All the way aft on Deck 8 is Summer Landing. If you're looking for a place to chill out on the ship, Summer Landing Zone features vibes reminiscent of lazy days relaxing by the beach. Before you head outside, if you're looking for a signature souvenir bearing the name of the cruise line or the ship, then you'll want to pop into this fun shop located in the Summer Landing. With t-shirts, jerseys, and other accessories, it's at least worth a peek. If you collect ship models, you'll have at least 4 different styles to choose from, along with other keepsakes like Christmas tree ornaments, coffee cups, and more. Like other shops on the ship, this fun shop was open when the ship was not docked in a port of call. Guy's Pig and Anchor Smokehouse Brewhouse is another one of Carnival Celebration's restaurants. This barbecue joint is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner on Carnival Celebration. Dinner at this venue is also complimentary for a limited time, though you'll notice a few differences in the menu. Guy's serves breakfast from around 6:30 to 7:30 a.m. to around 10:30 a.m. This small buffet area features all the breakfast staples. The venue also serves lunch from 12 to 2:30 p.m. on sea days in a buffet-style setting outdoors on the waterfront. Dinner is served in the restaurant nightly from 5:30 to 9:30 p.m. The menu features all your barbecue favorites with a side of live music. You can choose from chicken, brisket, sausage, and more. The St. Louis ribs and prime rib are available for an upcharge. While here, don't forget to grab a signature parched pig beer brewed right on board the ship. Another signature lounge on newer Carnival ships, the Heroes Tribute Lounge, is on the starboard side of Deck 8 aft, within Guy's Pig and Anchor. with nods to those who served in the military evident in the decor. This venue has a few large screen televisions. It also features a signature drink menu, though there's no actual bar in the lounge. But there is a Swirl's self-serve frozen yogurt station here. For cruisers looking for a drink while on the outdoor promenade on Deck 8, there is the Watering Hole. This bar serves a small specialty menu, including the Watermelon Crush and Planter's Punch, along with signature Carnival and Parched Pig brews. A small bar does not offer much seating, but odds are you'll grab your drink and head to a lounger or another seat nearby. This outdoor watering hole was open until 6 p.m. daily. Finally, aft on Deck 8, you'll find the patio pool. Outdoor on the summer landing, cruisers can find this infinity pool overlooking the wake. With loungers, and even a few in-pool seats, this is the perfect escape from the often loud and busy Lido deck pools. Though, the space is rather small. So, it too can get crowded during peak times. On the starboard side, you'll find whirlpools overlooking the side of the ship, right next to conveniently located watering hole bar. All the way forward on decks 7 and 6 is a Grand Spectrum Theater. This cruise ship theater has a traditional setup, although it did feel a bit small for a ship of this size. Further, the stage seemed rather low-tech too, as production shows did not live up to the caliber of shows on competitors like Royal Caribbean and Norwegian Cruise Line. The playlist productions on Carnival Celebration that took place in the main theater were Amor Cubano and Color My World. Each production occurred on 2 different evenings, with a total of 3 showtimes. Amor Cubano is a typical cruise ship review show, featuring classic and contemporary Latin music. Color My World was a bit more narrative, and the song selection was more in our jukebox. Also, it incorporates some modern digital elements to help the story come to life as well. In addition to these production shows, the Grand Spectrum Theater also hosts activities like bingo, Family Feud, and a love and marriage game show. Midship on Deck 7 is the casino. The casino includes several table games and slot machines. It has a relatively basic setup and took up much of this Deck 7 midship real estate. In the center of the casino is the casino bar, serving a slimmed down version of the ship's standard menu. On the starboard side of the casino, you'll find the smoking section. While this section is set off to one side, smoke does make its way into the other open areas as it's not closed off. On the starboard side of Deck 7, roughly near the casino, is the Aquaria Bar. Serving cruisers watching production shows in the center stage from Deck 6, this bar is on Deck 7. If you're lucky enough to score some of the stadium-style seating near this bar, you have some great views of the action one deck below. The glass mural from Carnival Victory fits right in with the decor of this bar and this ship. Exiting the casino, there are a few small shops featuring accessories, clothes, Carnival merchandise, and more. You might pop into one or more of these stores as you head towards the top level of one of the ship's new zones, the Gateway. Aft on Deck 7 and 6, you'll find the new Gateway Zone. It's your starting point to international destinations and flavors. With inspiration from locations around the world, the Gateway features digital enhancements that transport cruisers to destinations around the globe. Cruisers will find a rotating selection of vistas brilliantly displayed on the LED windows. There are even themed nights like Aboard in Europe, Far East Voyage, and Mexico Lindo. One of the first venues you'll find in the Gateway Zone, tucked away on Deck 7, is the Limelight Lounge. You might not even notice the small entrance on the port side. This multi-use space is home to a variety of activities day and night, from trivia to family comedy shows and karaoke. There is also a small bar here, serving the standard drink menu. At the center of Deck 7, overlooking the digital screens, the Alchemy Bar is at the heart of the zone. Unfortunately, this is not an ideal location, as this also serves as the main walkway for those passing by. With a signature cocktail menu, the venue is still themed to resemble a 19th century apothecary. From the drink names to the bartender's white coats, this bar has a unique flair. We highly suggest you have these master mixologists stir up one of the exclusive elixirs, like the Sidecar or the 40 is a new 20. Beyond the Alchemy Bar, you'll find Fahrenheit 555. This is Carnival Cruise Line's signature steakhouse. This American-style steakhouse has a warm and inviting atmosphere, with an open concept kitchen, making a great choice for an elegant night dinner. This restaurant is open nightly for dinner from 5:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. The cover charge of this venue is increasing to $48 per person. The menu at Fahrenheit 555 features upscale offerings like shrimp cocktail, tuna tartare, and premium cuts of beef. Finally, at the end of Deck 7, you'll find the second story of the Festivale restaurant. This is the largest of the Carnival Celebration's 2 main dining rooms. This 2-story main dining room is located on Decks 6 and 7 aft. During our cruise, Deck 6 was reserved primarily for assigned dining, while Deck 7 was utilized for your time dining. The Festivale restaurant is also open for breakfast daily from 7 to 9 a.m. On sea days, the restaurant serves a special Sea Day brunch from 8:30 a.m. to noon. This Sea Day brunch is a must-try, especially the skillet cake. The dinner menu at this restaurant rotates each evening, like most cruise lines, offering a wide array of starters, entrees, and desserts. The venue also serves lobster on one of Carnival's elegant nights. During our sailing, lobster night was the first elegant night. However, Carnival has indicated that they will be changing this to the second elegant night in the near future. Further, Carnival Cruise Line has begun charging for extra entrees in the main dining room. Guests may continue to order a second complimentary entree if they choose. However, a third entree, well, that will now incur a $5 charge. Before entering the theater on Deck 6, you'll find the Cloud9 Fitness Center on the port side. With a small section of free weights, weight machines, and cardio equipment, the fitness center was never too busy. The cardio equipment faces the side of the ship, giving cruisers some decent views while getting in a workout. There are 2 separate rooms for group classes, including instructor-led cycling classes. These classes are an upcharge though. The fitness center is open most days from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Across the way from the fitness center, on the starboard side, you'll find the entrance to the Cloud9 Spa on Deck 6. But technically, all the services are down one level on Deck 5. As you enter the spa, there is the salon and barber shop. Offering services for women and men, respectively, cruisers can make appointments with spa staff for treatments including a cut, color, pedicures, manicures, and more. If cruisers are looking for more relaxation, the spa offers a complete menu of services. These include a variety of massages, as well as treatments like facials, body wraps, and more. For the ultimate in rejuvenation, cruisers can purchase passes to Cloud9 Spa's Thermal Suite, with several experiences, including a hydro pool, heated stone loungers, a sauna, 2 steam rooms, a salt room, and experienced showers. This is perhaps the most relaxing spa on all of Carnival Celebration. Once on board, check with the staff for current pricing of day passes and week-long passes for the Cloud9 Spa Thermal Suite. Leaving the spa and fitness center area on Deck 6 and walking past the forward elevators, there are several other lounges in the Celebration Zone 1 deck below on Deck 6. All the way forward on deck 6 is the Punchliners Comedy Club, which is home to several comedians throughout the week. During our cruise, there were 5 different comedians. The club was open in the evening for adult comedy shows, usually starting around 8 p.m. The comedians often had 2 or 3 sets each evening. The small theater consisted of a stage on the interior wall with a seashell design, with cozy booths, plenty of other additional seating near the stage. There's not a bad seat in the house. Before the show, you can grab a drink from the small theme menu. Across from the comedy club is Piano Bar 88. Home to 2 pianists and a signature cocktail menu, this intimate lounge is adorned in metallic and black finishes. The piano is located at the forward of the lounge, and the bar is set off to the side. If you're a fan of piano lounges, you'll want to stop in and request one of your favorite songs. The central bar on deck 6 is a Tropicala bar. This bar serves the standard menu and is the main bar for the crowds gathering at center stage for the productions, as well as the parties. Right next to the bar is a large seating area with chairs and sofas. Although they don't offer the best views of the stage, the bar remained open until midnight most nights of the cruise. Now continuing midship on deck 6, you'll find the center stage. Visible from deck 6, 7, and 8, this centerpiece is the ship's second entertainment area, showcasing floor-to-ceiling windows, 14-foot LED screens, and a ceiling of 1,400 color changing lights. This multi-purpose space hosts a variety of activities during the day. In the evening, there are musical showcases, game shows like Deal or No Deal, and 2 signature productions. Starring a completely different cast, these shows include more props, aerialists, and unique elements for a more immersive experience. Celestial Strings takes the audience on a journey through the seasons with whimsical set pieces, fanciful costumes, and a score mixing classical and contemporary music featuring a string trio. While the Most Magnificent Circus is an intriguing variety show with magician, dancers, acrobats, and singers. This show utilized the openness of the space and was the most technical of the shows, as well as the best themed of all the shows. This was also my personal favorite of all 4 shows on the ship. While we like the idea of Celebration Central's center stage, the space is not ideal for shows. There's not much seating near the stage, and several areas have obstructed views. So make sure to show up extremely early if you even want a chance at securing prime seats. Not too far from center stage, you'll find the Java Blue Cafe, which is your dedicated coffee shop on Carnival Celebration. This venue opens at 6 a.m. most mornings for cruisers to get their caffeine fix. Serving espresso-based beverages and milkshakes that are included in the Cheers drink package, you might find yourself visiting this cafe quite a bit. While here, you might be tempted by some of the food offerings as well. Java Blue Cafe serves breakfast items from around 7 to 7:30 to 9:30 a.m. daily. These options include breakfast sandwiches and continental pastry items. The cafe also serves lunch items from around 3 p.m. to 8:30 or 9:30 at night. These items include sandwiches, chicken pies, empanadas, and more. There are also desserts available, but oddly, they will cost you a nominal fee. Next to Java Blue, candy lovers will want to pop into Cherry on Top. A variety of sweet treats are available to purchase here. You'll find this well-stocked candy and more store not only great for enjoying some of your confectionery favorites, but another spot to pick up food, apparel, and gifts. On the port side, after the Cherry on Top, you'll find another brand new bar in the Gateway Zone, the Golden Jubilee. At this lounge, cruisers can take a step back to the golden age of cruising, from the dark wood tones and large central bar to the historical pieces from the cruise line history scattered throughout the venue. Not to mention, there's live classical music. So it's no surprise this martini bar was one of our favorite spots on the ship. The talented and friendly bartenders here were always quick to mix up some drinks. Along with artifacts from Carnival's past, a company timeline, and a scaled model of Carnival Celebration, there's also the Rolls Royce from the now scrapped Carnival Ecstasy positioned around the corner, welcoming guests into this well-themed bar. Right next to the Golden Jubilee Bar is the smaller of the two main dining rooms, the Carnival restaurant. The Deck 6 Carnival restaurant is also reserved for assigned dining. In addition, the green eggs and ham breakfast is offered one day of the cruise at the Carnival restaurant at either 8:30 a.m. or 9:45 a.m. This special event features menu items like Horton's cereal crusted French toast, pancake stacks, steak and eggs, and of course, green eggs and ham. The Gateway Zone continues on the starboard side of Deck 6 with the Latitudes Bar. Located at the heart of the Gateway Zone, the Latitudes Bar is meant to resemble a classic railway station. Complete with a flickering sign, this bar offers a signature cocktail menu featuring classic cocktails from around the world, like an Aperol Spritz or a Capriana. This area is a hub of activity, not to mention home to live music. During our cruise, 2 solo guitars and the string trio offer different theme sets throughout the evenings. Be sure to keep an eye out for the journeys that take place here. From time traveling to visiting exotic locales, each evening there's a different destination to visit while in the Gateway. Debuting on Carnival Mardi Gras, Chef Emeril Lagasse's restaurant makes a return on Carnival Celebration. This new and improved rendition, Emeril's 1397, is located in the new Gateway Zone. Emeril's Bistro is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, serving New Orleans themed cuisine at a la carte prices. No reservations are necessary for this restaurant. Breakfast starts around 8 a.m. and runs to usually 9:30 or 10:30 a.m. each day, and lunch on sea days goes from 12 to 3 p.m. The venue reopens for dinner from around 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon to between 9 or 10 p.m. in the evening. For breakfast, all items are $6 and include dishes like shrimp and grits and sweet potato waffles. For lunch and dinner, the menu features items like oysters, po' boys, jambalaya, and of course beignets. And the beignets are a must-try. Continuing aft on Deck 6, you'll find the Carnival Kitchen. For cruisers looking to up their cooking skills, the Carnival Kitchen offers signature cooking classes led by the chefs on board the ship. These small, intimate classes range from cupcake decorating to learning how to host the perfect tailgate. The venue looks like the stage of a cooking show you might see on the Food Network. Let's hope whatever you create is equally appealing. After all, cruisers get to dine on their creations after each class. And finally, we've made it down to Deck 4. Located within a dedicated family zone on Deck 4 midship, the family harbor accommodations offer an array of staterooms with a nautical flag motif. These staterooms can accommodate up to 5 family members. Parents and kids will have even more room to relax at the exclusive Family Harbor Lounge, a secluded space designed as the ultimate family hangout. Here, cruisers will find a selection of board games, family movies, and video game consoles. In addition, there are a variety of free snacks throughout the day. Also midship on Deck 4, you'll find Camp Ocean, Carnival's youth program, which is open for children aged 6 months to 11 years old. All youths must be registered to participate, and capacity may be limited. Drop-off times for children under 2 do have associated fees. Within Camp Ocean, there are designated rooms for children based on age groups. Penguins, ages 2 to 5, will go on all sorts of adventures as they explore daily fun activities such as arts and crafts, singing, dancing, and more. There's something for everyone in this Stingrays group. For children ages 6 to 8, from watching movies to science experiments, playing video games, and more. The Shark Group, for children ages 9 to 11, offers fun and age-related activities such as dancing, sport games, scavenger hunts, and more. In general, scheduled complimentary programming runs from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. to 10 p.m., followed by night owls. Hours do vary on port days. Night Owls is offered each evening from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. in Camp Ocean for a fee, which is currently $7.50 per hour plus an 18% service charge per child. There's also the Dr. Seuss Bookville. This is a unique and dedicated Seuss-themed family reading and play space featuring iconic decor, colors, shapes, and funky furniture inspired by the whimsical world of Dr. Seuss. Guests can read one of the many available Dr. Seuss books or enjoy other family fun activities, including Dr. Seuss board games and puzzles. Now that we've covered every square inch of Carnival Celebration, do you want to know what's like sailing on this megaship? Well, if you do, we highly suggest you check out our Carnival Celebration cruise review. In that video, we cover it all, from the dining, entertainment, onboard activities, and all. We give you our honest take of what it's really like sailing on this megaship to help you decide if Carnival Celebration is right for your next cruise vacation.